Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 Conquest of Paradise as Burgundy, and hopefully, at some point, the Netherlands. And I have to say, I'm very upset with the internet. I'm not able to really find something that is helping me to pronounce this thing, which I'm going to continue to call gallery, I suppose, for now. I know that it's not there. It's not that, but I can't get something that really helps. Now, it is interesting here, because apparently the official proper English pronunciation of this is Utrecht. Is the English way of doing it, but it sounds like the way to say it a little bit more Dutchy is Utrecht. Almost like that separation, that Utrecht, or something like that, but then, you know, squoosh together. So I'll try my best, but we'll see. Surely I'm going to be upsetting all kinds of people in the comments regardless of what I do, so there it is. Anyway, we're going to continue to mostly be passive right now. Our manpower is going up. It would be really nice if Austria jumped into a big war at the exact time that I hit maximum manpower, because then we would do that ourselves. Okay, we do have our one cardinal here. He's only 46 too, which is really good because he should be in there for quite some time. We're going to work on number 2 over there, and keep doing that. So, and other than that, not a whole lot to do. Influenza. Oh yeah. We are going to go ahead and combat it. It's worth the idea. And we got our diplomat back from Castile. So, I think I was debating maybe sucking up to Lithuania. They're a little far though. Switzerland. Let's work on you, actually. Because depending on how relations go, we may end up wanting to ally. We might actually want to go up to like 5 of 4 relationships and actually bring in Switzerland or something else like that. It's very hard. It might be possible to grab HRE stuff, but it always feels really weird. I don't know. It might be viable, actually. How many enemies does Austria have? Burgundy, yes. France, Hungary, yeah. And we could bring in Hungary. Now, Hungary hates Poland, though, which is certainly a very awkward thing, but we could all ally, actually. Okay, hold on. Let's come back from Bern. Let's go ahead and improve relations. How do you feel about Austria? You are rival to Austria. Okay, that's actually really good. You know what? I'm going to go ahead. Let's go to 5 of 4. I know, I keep, like, wasting time with my diplomats. But if we go to war against Austria, there's actually a bigger chance that they'll join in. Now, sometimes they just get their butts kicked by Austria and costs us some war score. Because they don't have a huge army, but they do distract Austria, if nothing else. And even if they peace out early, that's okay, because then all that war score that Austria sort of accumulated against them mostly goes away. Let's go ahead and improve relations. We might accept a royal marriage, so we're going to probably crack down on the heresy. Diplomatic power, prestige, yeah, we'll crack down on it. We're not getting much progress towards that 50 prestige, but another war might get there. Mostly waiting for Austria to get involved in something. And actually, I might start to keep one diplomat free. Lithuania is not a huge priority. You know, I'm going to do that. I'm going to keep a diplomat free, because what I'm worried about is a war breaking out. I will get asked to join in a war, and I might instead just want to instantly declare my own war instead, which may or may not be possible if I'm involved in another war. Right, depending on how alliances work out and different things like that. I would like to be able to declare war against the HRE in some fashion in a way that doesn't get screwed up by some other war. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I'm going to reserve one guy. Most of our relations that matter is kept pretty high. Armagnac and Provence and a new technology. National idea. Okay, so I think we were going to talk about it and then I got distracted. It's national ideas. What do we want to get? A lot of administrative ideas are really good, but we're going to be using our administrative points for other things early on, so it's not a priority. Both diplomatic and military ideas are nice in that what they actually do is stop me from getting far ahead in technology, because once you get that you are ahead penalty, it really, really, really sucks to spend the extra points for something. And actually, because of like working out peace deals and building trade buildings, and there's going to be more when we get I don't know if there's a place you can mouse over here to find a list of all the buildings that get unlocked at different tech levels, which is a shame. But I actually build quite a few of these guys. So I find more than anything, I actually get ahead of the game in military technology most frequently. Obviously, having high military tech is good, but overspending it sucks, and you're effectively losing points. And having ideas is not quite as good as another tech level, but it's almost as good, and also helps you unlock more ideas, which are pretty good. We can get some cheap mercenaries early on relatively well. So what I'm really thinking of doing is grabbing quality ideas. What's nice about it is the only military idea that gives you bonuses for your ships, both the heavy and light, which is very handy. Plus, generally speaking, makes your troops better. Gives you some cool events as well. So I think what I'm going to do is grab quality ideas, and then down the road, I'm probably going to pick up... Well, I want naval ideas at some point, certainly, but I'll probably pick up exploration ideas first. That's probably the second idea I'm going to grab is exploration. But for now, I'm going to go for quality ideas, just because I don't want to accidentally burn military points. I'm going to actually get the first one right away, which will help us with our infantry combat. I might want to go and grab the next tech level here first. We've got a neighbor bonus and everything. It would unlock a new type of infantry. That sounds like a very smart idea. We're going to do that. So we're at +1 tech relations. Let's see if we can get a royal marriage with Hungary, actually. Yeah, because you know what? We could use some extra legitimacy. We lose a little bit when we get married, I think. France. Fabricating claims. There we go. Yeah, just a tiny bit. We get more overall. We'd already have an heir, and yeah, he's decent. That's right. And again, we'll mostly leave that guy idle if we can. Oh, who are you? Teutonic Defender against the Teutons. Yeah, see, I would have liked an actual... pop-up for that. Defender against the Teutons. What's the war called? Teutonic Conquest of Vorpenbda. Which is here. So it's the Teutons, the Livonians against everyone. Yeah, this is not the time to strike against Austria. They're not going to be distracted enough. Although, as a question, if we were to go after Gallery over here on our core, who could we call in? Castile and Savoy, which is good. Hungary would not join. Neither would Poland. Now, neither of them have perhaps enough forces. It's actually a little bit upsetting, though. Honestly. Oh, and our relations is not good enough. Oh, we're currently improving relations. That's good. Poland, we're very highly maxed. I'm not sure why they wouldn't go. Maybe they don't feel prepared enough. It could be that if I declared war, I could then manually ask them to join in. It's entirely possible. Ooh, we lost our cardinal over here. There we go. Unpause again. And actually, that's the other reason that I don't need to rush into a diplomatic type idea, because I tend to grab one extra diplomatic relation. I mean, it sucks. It's 12 power a year. It does add up, but right now, a few of these solid alliances is going to be extraordinarily handy. We're actually going to keep an eye on that war if anyone else joins in on the attacker side, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. What is the military status of Austria? Probably really good right now. Austria, yeah, they have 45k manpower sitting in the bank and a pretty large standing army as is. A force limit of 54 because they are the emperor. So, not the right time to attack. And that's okay, you know, we're still improving our economy. There we go, we'll get our standardized pikes. I'd be fine with unlocking admin tech level 5 before we go to war and have to start coring things. Again, if I start with Gallery, we're going to be fine because we have a core there already. England, they're allied, it's explicitly allied with England, which is unfortunate. What about Utrecht over here? We'd only get Savoy. Castile would not join for some reason. The alliances aren't as bad. So we might end up going with Utrecht, which we only have a claim on. And for a fair bit longer, so that's good. And, oh yes, we get a new unit type. Yes, let's go to, I think that it's about equivalent. The offense versus defense. In a battle, people both defend and attack every battle, so it doesn't really depend on whether you're attacker or the defender, as far as I know. So I like going for the Longomen just for style. I like to shoot people. Wait, I mean, not in real life, but Defender of the Faith again, and a new technology. I guess I will go ahead and grab this. We've got a neighbor bonus. Good, yeah, we'll pick that up. A little bit of extra trade power is not bad. We still have the penalty to our taxation because of the smugglers. So that sucks. How's our force limits? We are capped on both. Okay. And we are very closely approaching our maximum manpower. Again, I would like to declare war when I'm at max manpower. That war is still happening. Yeah, attackers are staying. And again, Austria's got way too much manpower to spare. They do have a lot of CBs, though. So hopefully they'll go and declare war on someone at some point and leave me alone. This is very tempting. We don't need a missionary, but the bonus morale is very, very good. The tech cost kind of sucks, but other than that, it's not so bad. We also could get a little bit more prestige. It is nice to have this during war, but we don't have that much prestige. Someone else could swoop in and grab it, and it's 500 gold, which I'm sure we can spend on something better. Especially if a war starts, then we just mass buy a bunch of mercenaries. Especially if somehow we can unlock... oh no, we can't quite get there. The second set of national ideas. Heresy will kill a theologian, which is probably okay. We don't actually need him. He's the one that gives us the revolt risk negative, which we don't care about. And we get the papal influence. On the other hand, here we can get 50 administrative power, which is really good. But I think... 50 power is really good. Let's go for that. Let's not be silly here. Admin power is awesome. Oh, it would be so nice to get that prestige at some point. And being Defender of the Faith would give us that. Lots of things would give us that. And we're just going to keep sucking up in Hungary over here. And yeah, still, I could go to speed 5, but I find that on speed 5, I miss a little too much. And honestly, while I'm frapsing, speed 5 is not much faster than speed 4. All right, let's keep working on our Cardinal over here. It'd be nice to get 2. Our other guy's still young. Now, the problem is, at this point, we're fighting over a guy who's 62. He's not going to be a Cardinal for very long, but I've invested a lot of points, and it's cost me very little to maintain control over him, so I may as well do it. Although, I could flip over here to De Souza. Portugal's only got 25 in there, but they might be in a better position to actually compete over all that. So we're now capped on manpower, which is very annoying. And still the war there, which Austria is winning. Not really a surprise. France is fighting in the French reconquest of Provence. At least they're keeping themselves occupied over here, which makes me feel pretty good. Lots of troops over here. Wow. Very good. You only have 2 enemies, Castile. How'd you manage that? Alright. Yeah, no, this is all still fine. I mean, I could build the docks, but they don't give you that much power. I think it's better off just saving my money at this point. We're turning a tidy profit. Got that at halfway, which is fine. Ship's still at max. I mean, I'm not sure that the ships are necessarily giving me more money than the maintenance is costing me. I could actually drop it down to half maintenance, but it's not that bad. I'm going to leave it as is. How are we doing here? Oh, we've got 52% of the trade. Again, I could go and build some improvements down there, but I don't think it's the time. So what I'm probably going to do is wait until I'm about tech level 7, and then I'm going to spin off a vassal. Tuscany canceling, new Pope. Austria is still the Emperor. Alright, good for them. Power's coming in pretty well. Still have a half-decent king, 432, and a 433 heir. Can't complain about that in the slightest. I've dealt with some pretty bad rulers in the past, and it's nice not to have that right now. We're going to have a lot of money kicking around. Ooh, and I can smell dinner cooking upstairs. So how much is left over here? Oh, I gotta play for a few more minutes. Oh, I'm hungry. Oh, ooh, hungry, are you? Speaking of hungry, are you about to go to war? You just raised your maintenance on your troops. Actually, you may probably just upgrade it to a new troop type. Tech level 4, is that when it happens? Or was it at 5? It may have been at 5, actually. It was at 5. Invest in a Cardinal again, but no, I'm quite happy where I am now. Thank you very much. We're going to wait before we do that. Oh, big war. Big war! Okay. Oops, let's go ahead and deal with the Cardinal right away. Alright, big war. Hungary, it's the Hungarian conquest of Istria, and I feel like this triggered something crazy. So currently Hungary and Urbino versus Venice, Corfu, Naxos, Provence. And, oh yeah, I can't mouse over last things. Is Switzerland in there? Switzerland and Lorraine. Oh, okay. Yeah, the weird little pop-up glitch from time to time. So Switzerland is annoying because they're actually my neighbor. And this is not the war Austria is involved in. What are you? Defender, the Papal States, Papal Conquest of Siena. Well, this is not going to keep Austria that busy either. I think I could pretty safely join this war to avoid losing the prestige and keep Hungary on my side. I'm going to do that. Interestingly enough, there are some enemies like in range of me. And more than anything, I can just siege Lorraine by doing something like that. And then, yeah, war against Switzerland. That's too bad. I mostly want to keep friends with Switzerland, but it's not a direct war, so I don't think it'll ruin our overall relationship that badly. Currently at war. There'll be, like, was at war kind of penalty, I think. Maybe not, because it's not direct. Detach 2 siegers. Send 1 back. Leave 1 where he is. Move this guy forward. Move in over there. There we are. And we'll just do some sieging to sort of help things out. Oh, I thought I turned up my maintenance. Whoa, 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 whoa. I was sure. I thought I'd checked that. Luckily, we are getting reinforced there, but he's going to have a hard time holding up. Luckily, like, bad morale doesn't actually help your combat stats, so I don't think we're going to lose more. Oh, we didn't even lose the battle as is. Oh, he might have run, actually, which would be relatively smart. Let's split this army in half to keep it a little bit more nimble. Where is... Must have another leader here. Yeah, there we go. Why can't I change you? Oh, I've got to wait a tick? Yeah. There we go. Send in some more just to say. You've moved out of there. We're going to get some attrition, but we do have the manpower to spare right now. And if this turns out to be like a scarier war than it looked like it was, I could have called in more stuff. It'd be interesting. If I could bring in more people. Am I the leader? No, Hungary's still the leader. And yeah, you can't give up anything on my behalf. We stopped improving relations with Hungary because we're capped out there, which is good. I'm going to recap my relations with Castile at this point because it's been a little while since I sucked up to them. And they're my #1 ally. They're the ones that, if nothing else, I have to keep on my side. Let's detach a siege and see if we can't... Oh, no, we can't move into there. That's annoying. So let's just merge, split, and go and siege Zurich as well. So we're going to keep some of these guys down. So Provence is down to just actual Provence now. They lost... Can't remember what they had over here. Maine and Anjou. I can't remember what other provinces they had, but they lost those to France some time ago. And I can walk through Savoy, because we're allied. And go down to actual Provence. Alright, looking good overall. And we're going to lose some to attrition. I love the fact that you automatically get attrition. Oh, it's winter as well. That sucks, actually. But you always get a 1% attrition while sieging. I think that's a huge improvement to the game. It does suck up the manpower a lot, and you have to be aware of that. And again, early on, you're just going to take a lot of hits from manpower all the time. Okay, I don't actually have to move everyone down there. Let's go 1, 2, 3 for a spare. Move you down there, grab the rest of you, and just hang out in Wallace. Actually, go all the way to Waldstadt. And take out what's there. Oh, they're actually going to move in from a couple of different branches here. Interesting. And I don't have a leader there. I could detach a siege here. I think I'll let them engage. They're going to be there on the 20th and the 20th, so on the 19th I should start moving. Ah, we'll actually be in relatively good shape. Oh, they changed their mind. There's a lot. I guess I could reinforce them all kinds of different styles. So we've got the -1 on our side, but we've got a much larger military. We've got a... Oh, wow, we've got the -2 from terrain as well. Oh, that's actually really bad. Detach, go, reinforce with as much stuff as possible. Yeah, that's a lot of minuses. Total of -3 is brutal. Absolutely stunningly brutal, but we were able to reinforce it strong enough, and we should be okay. There we go. Actually, you 5. Move to Vaux. You guys detach a siege. And over here, where actually Switzerland is moving some troops. Sucks to hurt Switzerland that bad, because I actually would have liked them as an ally. But it's not going to happen. The Bishop of Burgundy. Vacancy in the bishop's seat. There's a churchman from a rich family who has made an offer. If we approve and back his election to the position, we will gain a large contribution to our coffers. Some more devout people claim this is a sin called simony. Well, that's a cute name for a sin. Simony, Timothy, Bob. So we can take the money. Increases the Catholicism reform desire, which frankly I'm okay with. I'm going to be okay to accept sort of a Protestant movement in Burgundy, I think. Or it's a sin, which gains 2 papal influence. 2 is not anything to write home about, so we're going to take the money. And again, the reform desire, I'm definitely not opposed to. There we go. We'll do some blanket sieging. And mostly, Hungary might pick up Istria, which is right here. And it would be a huge win for them. With the downside that... oh no, Austria doesn't have an actual core on that. That's good. Okay, that's fine. Actually, is it part of the HRE? It's not part of the HRE, so that would be an excellent win for Hungary. Oh, I hope you win that. Oh, ally of mine. And don't expend too much manpower doing it. I'm losing a lot of manpower doing all these sieges, actually. But I'm here, so what the hell. Actually, I should check to see where my actual king is. Oh, I don't have my king as a military unit anymore, do I? No, that's right. It was the old king. Any disputed successions I should look into? Wallachia, Mecklenburg. Fine. Wallachia. Oh, that's right. Over here. Interesting. They are far away. And you know what? I don't have the relationships. I can't maintain that many. So we're not going to do that. That's right. I'm at war against Venice as well. I suppose I could carpet Venice, too. I'll leave some behind there. You know what? I'm actually going to move to Treviso to make it that much harder for them to reorganize an army and break the siege over here in Istria. National Epic. Okay, costs money, costs admin power, but gives us 10 prestige. Or just lose prestige. Well, I think the admin power is better than prestige. Although, you know what? No, let's go for it. We're at plus 28 with these little skirmishes and stuff. The extra prestige, we might actually get sent over the top. I could still do the Defender of the Faith thing, which I think gives us prestige. Yeah. Spend a lot of money. Would convert to +1 stability. And again, right now, that's effectively worth 205 admin power. Would I spend 500 gold to get that? Actually is pretty goddamn tempting. I mean, right now we're still losing prestige. It would actually send us into positive prestige if we were Defender of the Faith. Would require us to declare war a lot more frequently, though. And we couldn't actually contribute to the wars, which means we would just be like racking up some stupid war wariness type stuff and not really doing much about it. Just going to keep these parked here and call it fine again. There's a cost in manpower, but overall, I think it's worthwhile. I think I'm going to just move a couple more troops over here so I don't have to babysit quite as carefully. We're maxed out with Castile. Wonderful. Let's go back to maybe Poland. Yeah, see, we've got some extra room there. So I'm going to keep one diplomat at all times, sucking up to a friend and maintaining those relationships as much as possible. Hungary's holding back so they don't get the attrition like I'm putting up with. Probably can't catch him, but I'm going to give it a try. Might get a little bit of prestige from that. I'm not sure. It might be too small and too one-sided to get any. And actually, we're going to lose some people, which might be stupid. Ow! Sure, we lose a random stability. Let's bring us back up to +2. And did we get some? Yeah, we got 1 prestige from that. Excellent. Go back to Treviso. Keep them blockaded on Venezia. A land blockade, basically. Gonna win some of these sieges really, really soon. So the defender still controls the war goal, but that's going to flip any time now. Should almost go after Venezia, but I think that would be foolish. Alright, let's bring it up to +3. I think we're relatively safe here. We won the siege of Metz. So I'm going to bring these troops down to... actually, we're going to bring them to Vaux. They're actually moving away. Completed Bern. So you know what? We can actually have these guys camp in Bern. That's going to be okay. Oh, now that's interesting. That's very interesting. Perfect timing for me to merge everyone and go and kick your butt over here. I mean, I would have had enough to do it anyway, but now it's going to be that much more one-sided, and I like one-sided fights. I like them very, very much. Now, I could go and actually negotiate some sort of peace at this point. I could take a piece of Lorraine, for example. I could peace out early. Now, if I negotiate a separate peace, I will get a negative to the diplomacy with Hungary. And also, if I stay to the very end, I get a positive diplomacy. So, all in all, a pretty massive swing from one to the other. Where the hell? Oh, God. Oh. Alright, that's okay. You reinforced enough. And I don't have a right of passage to Austria. I could probably negotiate it. But I probably won't bother. Let me... I don't actually want to claim any of this. And you've taken Istria, which is great, so I'm actually going to bring my troops home. Because I wanted you to just capture the war goal. After that, I mean, probably you'll peace out, although you're winning overall, so you might not. We're actually getting attrition over here. How come? Mild winter. Alright, well, let's go to Franche-Comté, which should be a little bit safer, and we can actually detach these guys as well. No! Oh! And we're not sieging anymore. That's okay. They're taking attrition, even though we're above the force limit. Is just the mild winter automatically? Normally in occupied territory, we don't take a penalty. Do I want any of this? I don't think so. Although, if I could get someone... Oh, I'm the lesser partner. I can only negotiate with Venice. That's true. My personal war score is not high enough to vassalize anyone. Like, that would maybe almost be acceptable. No, I don't need to grab one of these provinces. Or do I? Do I want Metz? Wouldn't give it to me, but... Oh yeah, and we don't have that much war score. That's fine. I think at this point we'll probably just end up pulling back. Switzerland has peaced out. Move all our troops back. Who's still some... Oh, we're still sieging down here in Provence. We're still good on manpower, so I'm going to leave those guys down there, actually. It's going to be okay. Revolt's possible. Right. Heretics. Really? Interesting. And, oh, these are Burgundian as well? Now, what's interesting is after we become the Netherlands, Burgundy is not really going to be our major culture. Although, after we reintegrate these guys, it might be. I'm actually highly tempted. You can get a little bit more war score. I might take Metz. Because it's not part of the French region, so we're not going to have to give it up. Oh, it is part of the French region! Oh, never mind. I don't want Metz. Because, well, I mean, I can send them to the vassal, but it's not... the benefit is it's more of a pain in the ass. It's more things I have to ship off to the vassal. I'm going to get a lot of aggressive expansion penalty, which I'm already going to have to deal with anyway. No. So you know what? Well, finish that siege, but that's the only thing we're going to do. There we go. Finish that siege. Good. Everyone come home. Come home, boys. You've done a great job. We can probably bring down our maintenance, honestly. There we go. Provence is pieced out. Giving 70 gold to Hungary. Speaking of gold, we've got a lot of it, but I'm still going to bring down my army maintenance. Yeah, somewhere around there. That should be fine. I mean, the only person left in here is basically Venice. I mean, that's not entirely accurate, but it's good. I'm really happy. Hungary, take Istria. I don't know if you should go more than that, but take Istria, and it'll be great. It'll be a huge win for the good guys. Well, for us. I don't know if we qualify as a good guy. Lithuania's got negative prestige. Interesting. And a disputed succession. And we've got a decent amount of... Is it possible we could, like, personal union up? Well, we have too many relationships as is. We can't afford to do anything like that. Alright. Probably Portugal's time to get and improve relations now. Our war awareness should be acceptable, I think. Yeah, basically none. We could boost our stability, but again, I don't want to do that. I'd rather get a tech. We have a lot of money. Makes me exceptionally happy. We can throw out an emergency bribe if we need one. We still have a claim on this province until what? The mid-70s, I think, right? Yeah, 73. Alright, so we've got 11 years still, which is good. Still not in the war, and probably having a lot of manpower still. Actually, you blew through most of your manpower there, Austria. I need this war to end, though, because I need Hungary on my side. I don't necessarily need them on my side. Now, are you still allied with England? Yes, and that's very annoying. Savoy would join, and that's all. That is all. Even though we're plus 200, that sucks. It's just, I guess, distant war, different things like that. Again, we might still be able to get them to come in on our side. I'm going to go for the prestige, actually. Once this peace happens, I'm very tempted to go to war at that point, if Hungary will join us. Actually, there's the other question. Does Hungary have any manpower left over? About the same amount as Austria, actually. Well, it might be manageable. So much money, I maybe should just build those armories. I mean, really what we're going to want to do is spend the money on the admin buildings when they come in. And we're not that far away from them. So I'm actually going to save my money for now. Government form war. So who? Oh, we gained the CB. Oh, they must have taken the, that idea? No. Interesting. I don't know where I got that CB. What is there? Ambrosian Republic. Short-lived city-state government that formed in the Duchy of Milan when the Duke died without an heir in 1447. I mean, historically. Elections every 3 years. Well, those are pretty aggro elections. Wow. Hey, Switzerland, we were at war. But not much. You know, let's do that. I know I said I wasn't going to occupy both my diplomats. But I think it's alright. There we go. Finished bringing Portugal up to the max, just to make sure. What kind of rebels are over here in Brittany? Okay. We can get a new idea, and I'm absolutely going to do that, because we don't get a new unit type here, and we're currently 4 years ahead of time anyway, and we want more neighbor bonuses and all that. So I'm going to grab as many quality ideas as I can. If we fall behind tech-wise, it's not going to be so bad, because we're effectively going to have a high tech here. Plus, we can start to unlock some ideas, even though they're not the most valuable, although the prestige boost will actually go pretty well for us right now. Again, still hoping to get that 50 prestige. Winning a proper war outright on our behalf will give us a lot of prestige, like something we actually have a war goal for. got a truce. Livonian Order, Teutonic Order, Papal States. Really need something else. Excellent! Is that two? Two active cardinals. France still has the most, although they're very likely to die, so we might actually gain control of the papacy relatively soon. And I don't think we're going to be in position to necessarily... Oh, that's the person I could suck up to. Rome. Not going to do the alliance and stuff like that, but we could suck up to them. Because we can excommunicate people and stuff if we've got better relations and Rome doesn't like them. And that is a really interesting way to set up some CBs. Even if we're not personally going to act on them, it encourages other people to go to war against those people. Like, if for some reason we could get Austria excommunicated, oh my god, GG. GG. Oh, I've got to put a cut in here. I've got to go eat dinner. This is a fine episode. Again, I'm not moving towards my immediate goals, but overall, we're sitting pretty well. Good admin and military rank overall is a good sign. Of strength, not so much in diplomacy, but that's all right, actually. I'm actually surprised that we don't, but... No, I'm pretty happy with how things are going. I would have liked to have taken one of these provinces at some point, but we'll take what we can get. For all I know, we still have some aggressive expansion. No, that's all bled away. They'll trust me somewhat, which is interesting, considering everything else that's going on. Are we both... see? If we didn't hate each other, we'd actually be potentially great friends. We'll see. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.